every club has to print the Respect programme table in their matchday programme. And what we've done with one or two clubs that have been right down the bottom, we've called them in for meetings to tell them where they're going wrong and to put it right.
Our records this year with a 20% reduction overall proves that we're going in the right way.
They brought the managers in before the game, so we as the referees and match officials speak to the managers. I feel it's made a massive difference.
I think this year, I think the discipline's probably been at the best I've known it throughout the whole league, so it's obviously working.
This season we introduced yellow and red cards, so we deduct 3 points if they get a red card and 1 point if they get a yellow card. The top club wins £50 a time, and then they go back to naught and do it all over again over the next 5 matches.
Clubs can see that the league are actually giving back to the clubs now, and that's made us want to speak to our players.
It's made a huge difference as to the number of cautions that we're issuing for dissent.
It's an honour to receive an award like this.
The Respect Award is a real bonus at the end of what's been a really good season for the club's done a lot of hard work on and off the field to try and improve our record.
They're the only club in our league out of 66 clubs not to have had a player dismissed all season.
I think they know what's expected, and I think there are repercussions if lads misbehave.
I get emails regularly from AFC games saying how much the referees have enjoyed the matchday experience with them.
It does show that you can play great football, win, play hard, but you can also do that with respect.
Each of the children and the parents have to sign these code of conduct forms.
We have put in respect barriers, we've got parents who respect marshals.
I don't get a lot of grief from the fans, so it's good to ref, it's enjoyable.
It gives me a lot of confidence that I'm doing the right thing for my child and that he's learning in a good environment.
But for something like this, which is respect, which shows that everybody is getting behind it, and we can then use the money that we get towards expanding it and making it so much better for everybody.
We've made respect the heart of our club. We don't just pay lip service to it.
Well, it's 24/7. It's when we're on the pitch, when we're off the pitch, when we're talking to officials, when we're talking to supporters.
What we've done is things like introduce a fans' bill of rights, which sets out what people can expect of us in terms of respect, not just amongst players, but fans, visiting supporters, officials.
We've had such a successful season that this has just been icing on the cake, really. It's a great achievement for the whole club that they can enjoy.
It was clear that standards were starting to drop, and it was one of our guys who came up with this idea of marking everybody for spirit of football.
I think the AFC has done really well to implement it strongly. We often have AFC officials at our games.
To see our league and what they do with the Spirit of Football campaign, to implement that alongside the Respect campaign is fantastic because it improves attitudes, standards of behaviour.
All of these people are volunteers. They're doing it for the love of football, for the love of the AFC, and it's a fantastic tribute to them.
The Respect Marshall started this year at under 13s. I think we're one of the first leagues in the country to do it, and it's worked well.
You know that you're not going to get hurt, there's not going to be too much violence in the game, and everyone respects each other.
A lot of our committee members spend the time going to do matchday visits. Respect Marshall at under 13s has been very prominent.
I think the league winning a Respect Award is really important for the image of football and also to encourage more young people into the game. I think anything that improves the atmosphere at football matches is a good thing.
The best parts about the Respect campaign, the barriers which you can see around here today, we keep parents away from the pitch.
If the parents get mad and they're losing and the kid's not playing very well, it means that they can't just go in and tell the ref to bring him off.
I think it's like shake hands before a match because it just shows you've got respect to the other team.
And it does give me great pleasure when I go out and we see other people talking about why don't we do it like East Manchester League. So people around the area do know how we work and do know how much the kids enjoy it here.
We have fair play points, so when you play matches, the children get more points for respect and fair play. They get 5 points, but they only get 3 points for winning the match.
Sometimes you have to work out a child, if they've not been brought up in that way, so you have to tell them, no, we don't tolerate that kind of abuse.
The children come up with their own code of conduct and rules that we stick to.
It makes it a nicer game to play because then everybody plays fairly and then there's no arguments.
Thank you to everybody who kind of gave it to us, and hopefully, we will be good ambassadors for you and you'll be proud of the work that we've done.
It came about from a discussion with the local county FA, and it evolved into the idea of, well, let's do a respect fixture.
With the little kids watching, it's important that we show as an example as role models to project ourselves in the right way.
Very much a carnival here. We had over 1,000 kids involved in local football who were involved in the match day itself, parading around the pitch.
Because we're in the public domain and the public eye, what is seen in the professional game really has a massive knock-on effect right the way through, you know, to the spectators, the kids who come and watch, and right the way down to the grassroots levels.
When I was starting out with the Respect programme for the Northern Premier League, I felt it was vital to have a code of conduct.
Phil Bradley's massively important in that. He's constantly reminding you and driving forward that Respect campaign.
He's given advice and guidance to other leagues, to individuals.
I can't think of a better name to be on it for me than Bobby Moore, so it's brilliant. I'm just so proud.
The hours he puts in, the effort he exerts. Phil, what a guy. Really deserves the award, and congratulations.
Respect!